Kicking off his second term, US President Donald Trump has announced a controversial plan to end birthright citizenship. This could completely change how immigration works in the United States of America. What does this mean for immigrant families? How will it impact Indian Americans and others? What are the legal hurdles and how might it change the future for families, students and workers? This is Quick Take, your quick guide. I am Smita Prakash. What is birthright citizenship? Birthright citizenship means anyone born in the US automatically becomes a citizen regardless of their parents' immigration status. This right is guaranteed by the 14th Amendment of the US Constitution, which was added in 1868 to protect citizenship rights. Over time, this policy has become a fundamental part of the immigration system. But critics, including Trump, argue that it has been misused by people from countries like India, China, and Mexico. Trump has issued an order calling Protecting the Meaning and Value of American Citizenship. It states that children born in the US to parents who are either in the country unlawfully or on temporary visas like student or work visas will no longer qualify for automatic citizenship. The order also targets birth tourism, where people travel to the US specifically to have babies who can gain citizenship. This policy will take effect after February 20th, 2025, which means babies born post February 20th, 2025 to parents on, say, H-1B visas will not be automatically granted US citizenship. Right after Trump's orders, there were reports in the media, which are source-based reports not verified, that doctors, including gynecologists in the US, are noticing a sudden rise in pregnant Indian origin women on certain visas requesting a C-section delivery. These women want their babies born before February 20th, according to reports, the date when Trump's new policy changes take effect. Impact on Indian Americans. Indian Americans are one of the largest immigrant communities in the US with over 5.4 million members. They could feel the effects of this policy deeply. Many Indians come to the US on H-1B work visas or are waiting for green cards, a process that can take decades. So children who probably came to the US when they were 2 or 3 years old, whose parents with Indian passports have been paying taxes for decades, bought properties in the US, some high net worth individuals who have provided jobs to dozens of Americans in America, super specialty doctors who work, say, in the field of cancer research in the US, now face the challenge of their children back on the green card line. So they would have to leave the US when they turn adults, unless they get jobs as foreign workers or get admission into colleges as foreign students. And if they were born in the US, from February 20th onwards, under the new rules, children of these families would no longer be US citizens by birth. This could create uncertainty for their future and discourage skilled Indian professionals and families from moving to the US. US-born children also would no longer be able to sponsor their parents for citizenship after turning 21. And worse, those whose grandparents and parents who are on the wait list could be sent back to the country of birth. Legal challenges. The order is already facing legal challenges. Many argue that birthright citizenship is protected by the 14th Amendment, which was confirmed by a major Supreme Court case in 1898. In that case, the court ruled that children born in the US to non-citizen parents are still citizens. Recently, a federal judge has temporarily blocked Trump's order, stating that it is blatantly unconstitutional. Meanwhile, attorney generals from 22 states have also filed lawsuits to block Trump's move to end a centuries-old immigration practice. Now the courts will decide whether it aligns with the 14th Amendment, and the debate could drag on for years. Why end birthright citizenship? The Trump administration believes that this policy will reduce illegal immigration, stop people from misusing the system, and prevent birth tourism. Trump has called birthright citizenship absolutely ridiculous, claiming it is often exploited by people who want to secure US citizenship for their families without following legal immigration processes. The bigger picture. Birthright citizenship has been a core part of the American dream for generations. Now Trump's push to change it puts millions of families in limbo. For Indian Americans and other immigrant communities, the uncertainty is already reshaping plans. Many may consider moving to countries like Canada or Australia, which are seen as more immigration friendly. For now, the 14th Amendment remains in place, but whether it will continue to protect this right depends on the courts.